Meet me. All right, welcome back, boys, to another commentary with Dr. Squirrel. Today we have a Group B match. Apparently, this is Yoshi and this is ShephardBoy. So they usually say their names for us in the beginning. Thank God, because who can read this? Well, obviously, if you're is that Japanese or something? I don't know. But most of us probably can't read that. I wish they just put subtitles there because I imagine there's a lot of English speakers watching this, and it's just a lot easier to remember. Like we're never going to remember who these are, and it just seems kind of stupid to have some of the best players in the game not even be recognizable. But that's Yoshi, that's Shepherd Boy. Let's get right into the draft. It seems like you guys are enjoying this, so F10 first pick, not surprising because that's not really going to happen except FCC is pre-banned. Drafting F10A with FCC still available is very dangerous. So a lot of times, people who first pick FCC will very often transition into F10A. So let's see what Shepherd Boy does to react to this. He doesn't really have to draft a counter to it right away. He might just want to pick up Bazaar or something just to get that unbuffable risk off the board. So he goes first pick Crow. I got to tell you, all these Asian players love blue Crow. But Delabet, he actually does draft a counter very early. Next pick is LR Crow. Ooh, he actually made it through the pre-ban. A Taiwan's still on the board as well. But Yoshi takes LR Crow and Landy. Landy's very strong. I really think this guy should take Bazaar. I think Shepherd Boy should take Bazaar into this. I think it's a very strong pick at this phase. But let's see how he reacts. He also needs a DPS. Maybe even like Ravi is fine at this point. Oh, and he does decide to go Ravi. Is he really not going to take Bazaar? Ah, there he's flashing. He's thinking about it. I think Bazaar is the right choice. Force Yoshi to draft a response to it instead of, sometimes you want them to pick counters to your picks rather than you always having to adjust to theirs. Because eventually, if you do that, they're going to trap you. So he does take both picks. Let's see what Yoshi does. Now, Ichifine's bad here. Lilius is okay here. S10A. S10A's good against three of the four. I don't think he does take Shifine. I don't know how I feel about that with Crow on the board, and Ravi is very good against Hyafine as well. We'll see. What's Shepherd Boy's last pick here? DJ Bazaar. So F10A is definitely getting through. Most likely, I think S10A would be the ban for Shepherd Boy. It's probably the hardest unit for him to deal with right now. And as for Yoshi, I think he hasn't answered a Bazaar now. Maybe just get rid of Ravi. Get rid of Ravi, and Shepherd Boy doesn't have any real damage. And there we go. Those are the bans. I'm a genius, boys. So I actually think, let me see these heroes again, because I have a terrible memory. Uh, I want to say my money's on Yoshi right now because DJ Bazaar can't heal for crap, and Shepherd Boy with this draft, no damage, no damage. And look at this. Look what he's doing. He's just not gonna S3 because he doesn't respect Shepherd Boy's damage, so he doesn't have to fear F10A dying, which means that he could just hold the S3. And now if DJ Bazaar tries to S3, F10A can strip it to turn right after. So Landy actually opts to Soul Burn here. Probably just praying for Guiding Light just in case there's bad RNG and he gets horsed right away if it doesn't proc. So he doubles. He will be protected from Guiding Light here. LR Crow's definitely going to S3. No reason to hold it. Now, the one thing here is Crow should survive. He is going to... Actually, Crow might die. It's going to be close. Let's see. If Crow doesn't die, something on Yoshi's team will die. Oh, it was close. It's a portrait LR Crow. So Delabet, I don't know. Does he just dump the S? Like the S3 won't do anything, but he's falling behind. So what does? You know what he actually could do? He could just DJ Bazaar S3 anyway, and he still has enough damage to horse the Hyafin. So that might be his play for now. Or he could just straight up get rid of the F10A. Maybe he gets rid of the F10A. But then Hyaphin's still on the board, and Shepherd has no real way to kill anything. Or just horse the Landy this early. Maybe horse the Landy this early. Just get rid of it. Yeah. But now F10A has her S3 up. Delabet is still on the board, actually, so Delabet means that F10A still really can't use her S3. She's going to dump it here anyway, because you can't hold it forever. So I'm pretty sure he'll just dump it. I think he's going to dump the S3. I mean, it looks like he's debating holding it, but for what? Yeah, he does use it, because if he held it, he's just going to die, and then at least he can get rid of immunities here, so that Hyafin can start stacking burns. Oh my god, like literally everything resisted, though. Or missed. Okay, so it didn't really do anything, but it doesn't really matter. And at this point, Crow doesn't have Horse, and remember, Hyafin's S1 ignores Elemental disadvantage, so it really just comes down to, can Hyafin torch this team? I actually wasn't paying attention to Hyafin's life, so I don't know how much HP she has. Um, Looks like he's prioritizing killing the Fairy Tale Tenebria. I think at this point she's kind of a useless hero on the board anyway. Let's check out this damage. Here comes the burns. Nothing crazy, actually. Nothing crazy. But we're kind of at this point where both sides don't really have a whole lot of damage. I think Yoshi still has a good shot. And the dual attack kills DJ Basar. Like, both of these guys are kind of just scratching each other, but with Holiday Yafine on the board and LR Crow, I'm pretty sure burned his first S3, so as soon as it comes up, Shepherd is going to get dumpstered. So my money's still on Yoshi here. Although that Delabet was hitting the F10A pretty hard. I wonder if he should have just went on Hyafin from the start and Hyafin would be dead by now. Maybe that would have changed some things. Who knows? She doesn't have attack buff anymore though, so this is just going to kind of tickle them. But the burn does land. F10's probably dead here unless he decides to start switching to the Holiday Yafin and like Crow finish that F10A off. Oh, no, he had the S3. Did he ever use it or was he holding it this whole time? So F10's going to die to that. Resets the LR Crow, though it's kind of a wash because the AoE makes him reduce one turn. I wish I could see skill cooldowns because I have a terrible memory. I don't know how much time these guys have on their horses. It just seems like a race to horse. So he does get provoked. And Basar, I think, should have his S3 soon as well. And Hyafin, does she have her S3? No. Next turn. Wow, maybe ShephardBoy will eke this one out, because I think this Hyafin is not very tanky. She might be able to dumpster this Hyafin right now. Silence lands, that is pretty big. So he needs to provoke this LR Crow. If he provokes the LR Crow, he might actually have this in the bag. He does get the provoke. Holiday Yafin cannot S3 because of that nice silence. Missing on everything. LR Crowd does have speed buff though, but I think that Basar is just gonna burn the S3. Doesn't even need to. Just burn the S3, or just S3, he can't burn. Push the LR Crow back, give him unbuffable, he loses the speed buff, and I think he stalled enough for Blue Crow to have his horse. Oh wait, but Crow died. Oh, well, I hope Yoshi wins because my money was on him. He resisted the silence. Here comes the horse. Here comes the pain. So my initial prediction was right. It was a lot closer than I thought it would be, but Yoshi does take it. I actually thought near the end there that ShephardBoy was actually going to eke it out, but I did like Yoshi's draft better, and he's going to yield here. He has no more plays left. And at the end of the video, we'll go through some of I don't know what their names are, their commentary. We'll see if they had anything funny to say. They usually do. But for now, let's just go on to the next match. So Yoshi is up 1. Let's check out this next draft. And don't worry, guys, I make mistakes, but I own up to it. So if I call something wrong, I'll try and tell you right away. I did think Yoshi was going to win that, but I will admit that near the end of that round, when that LR Crow was getting stun locked or basically disable locked, I was starting to lean toward Shepherd. But looks like my initial prediction did turn out to be correct. This time, ShephardBoy. Actually, who had first pick last time? Ooh, FCC got through the pre-ban, so of course it's going to be taken. So there's a good chance that ShephardBoy will transition into F10A. Bassar is still on the board as well. LR Crow is also still on the board. Let's see what he does. He also likes Blue Crow. He did just struggle killing it, so he takes both Crows. It's also a very common pick from Asian players. I remember last season, um, Asian players were typically the only ones who, by Asian players, I mean like the ones with the Asian names, not just Asian people on global. But I feel like different regions play differently. And I remember just running into Doris and Archdemon a lot last season against the people with Asian names. So metas do seem to be different depending on region. ShephardBoy goes Flurry and S10A. S10A pick is great. Flurry pick, I think, is also good here because LR Crows rarely have effect resist. She probably can't provoke the Crow, though. I'd say nowadays Flurries typically have like 80-ish effectiveness. They just kind of given up on, provoking things like Ruels. They just want to get the DPS. But with the S10A there, he does have the option for Soul Burn if he really feels he needs it. Landy pick, I think that's a good pick. Um, See, I want him to take Bassara, but picking Bassara into Flurry is dangerous. And look, he picks Lilius because he knows that his whole team is open to Bassar. Um, so he opts to go F10A here, I think. I think F10A is a great pick, although there's a very high chance that is an ER Lilius. But imagine Lilius wasn't there. Bassar would have dumpstered that team. So I think Lilius was like a preemptive kind of decision to make sure he doesn't take that, which I think is very wise. The only thing is, I think Yoshi now needs to draft another sort of DPS. Depending on what Shepherd goes, if he goes support units, I think a Ravi pick for Yoshi isn't bad. So there's a Flitica here. Ooh, is it going to be a Ryolet pick? I don't know how I feel about Ryolet pick. Yoshi's team is quite tanky here, and there is a Crow and LR Crow on the board. He does do it though. I think the reason he went Ryolet is because he does have Falconer Clury there. The Death Break into Ryolet is an insta-kill for most units. I think if Flurry wasn't on the board, Ryolet would have been a pretty bad pick, to be honest. Hyafine? I don't think it's going to be Hyafine. Hyafine doesn't make sense here. SSB. SSB is a great hero here. What are the bans here, though? I think Shepherd wants to ban SSB and Yoshi will ban very possibly Flurry. Because Flurry is going to get someone killed, or you could get rid of S10 to deny the burn. Politica? Hmm. I guess because no matter what, if Politica got through, I guess no matter what, Landy would have died anyway, because I guess that makes sense because Politica would have removed Landy's guiding light and they would have dumpstered the Landy. Yeah. Probably a Flurry ban would have been bad. It is an ER Lilius, or he got 15%ed. So now Landy starts. If he doesn't guiding light here, though, I think he's still in trouble. I mean, max guiding light is 70%. No guiding light, boys. So it's very possible that we're just gonna see Landy blow up. Rylet's gonna S3 into the Landy. S10A, very likely to just burn into it and just go for it. He could I was thinking it might have been in his best interest to provoke the Ryolet, but he straight up just hit the Ryolet, so now Ryolet's gonna die. Ryolet's just gonna die. I think the safer play would have been to oh, he barely survived. The safer play would have been to provoke the Ryolet and make sure he doesn't go into Landy, because now I think Landy dies. Yeah, Landy is dead. No guiding light. This is what I said before in one of the previous commentaries. 99% of Landy's survivability is entirely dependent on guiding light. And because he didn't provoke that Ryolit, it's probably going to kill Landy here unless he gets lucky and hits it again. Oh no, he got the provoke off. Oh, so he did do it. I guess maybe he's had really big faith in his speed, but I don't think so because Lilius hit the Ryolet with the S3 last time, so I'm pretty sure that pushed him back, unless he resisted, I don't remember. So without that pushback, Ryolet would have cut, so that was a really risky play. I probably would have provoked the Ryolet right off the bat, but it doesn't matter because even with the provoke, Landy dropped dead. And Crow goes for the 4k HP missing horse straight into FCC. I think that was a little premature, actually. I don't know why he felt so pressured to use it. Um, Maybe he legitimately thought he would kill it, but now FCC is, the barrier is gonna go on herself, so it's gonna waste some of Yoshi's time. I think he should have held it one more turn. He's not really in any serious danger right now, so I don't know why he blew it so early. FCCS 3s, it's just going to be removed by Lilius here. She's going to go into the FCC. And don't forget, Flurry. Why is he going into Flurry? Ugh. I don't really understand what's going on here right now, to be honest. But I think Shepherd, at this point, takes it. Because S10 is just going to dumpster all over him. How many turns do we have on LR Crow? Because Yoshi has to time the Lilius S3 and LR Crow S3 together to kill the S10A. S10A still has a stack of skill nullifier up. I don't really know why I suddenly switched to Flurry, because Flurry's self-heal, like, she heals the whole team, but most of it goes into herself. So, I think he should have really tried to finish off the FCC there with LR Crow, and Lilius S1s. There was no way he was going to kill a Flurry anyway, so I don't really understand that play, but it might just be a matter of him having given up by this point because he knows he can't do anything, and he does yield. Um, and there we go. Was that the whole thing? Wait, no. Oh no, Shepherd won that one, so it's 1-1. These names, I can't keep track of them. How about sneak peek what they're saying?
I'm going to lose this overtime anyhow, so let's just get ready for the next game. Wow.
I think the Crow's S3, and he misplayed to using to FCC.
He should have saved it.
You know what? He's right. I agree with that. I think he S3'd way too early. So well done, guy on the right. We'll call him Jim. He looks like a Jim. All right, let's move on to the next round. Tiebreaker. It's 1-1. They are pre-banning right now. Let's see. Well, I'm just gonna guess pre-bans. FCC, LR Crow. Well, no, I got FCC. I didn't get LR Crow. They're mixing up their pre-bans. They're like, actually, I don't know. I don't remember what was pre-banned last round. I'm a squirrel. I can't remember Jack. All right, so Shepherd has first pick. What is he gonna do? Fairy Tale Tenebria again because FCC is pre-banned. That's a very common thing, boys. Let's see. Bazaar is still on the board here. RB has been pre-banned out. You know what? When Berseria is banned out, I feel like Bazaar becomes a higher pick priority because you really want one of the two heroes. Like unbuffable AoE pushback is just too strong. But we'll see. He first picks Landy and LR Crow. Shepherd goes into Blue Crow again. Blue Crow's made it into every single match with these guys. And what do we know? Ravi might even be a solid early pick here. Or he could take Bazaar. Bazaar is still on the board. He takes S10A. Both teams are pretty susceptible to Bazaar right now. Someone's got to pick this up, right? Shepherd might be against it because he already has F10A on the board. So if Yoshi drafts a counter, he has two heroes drafted by one unit or two heroes countered by one unit. Like if he takes Delabet or something, it's like a must ban. A Tywin, I think, is a very solid pick here. A Tywin is definitely very good. What can he take? He can't really take Ravi into this right now. Ravi is a bad pick for Yoshi. SSB is a little early for him, but SSB would be pretty good, and he does opt to just take Basar. Basar is always going to be picked in this kind of situation, so Shepherd does go Ravi. What's a good last pick here? Honestly, he could just go Ruel. But we'll see what he does. It's not going to go Broman, right? Is he really going to go Broman? Because Yoshi's team is DPS weak. Ruel would be pretty annoying for Yoshi to deal with. Oh my god! He took Broman! The Brobicon. I don't think I've seen Broman. I really thought he was just flashing it because he was trying to find Ruel, to be honest. I don't know if I agree with it, though. There's an Tywin on the board and the Basar. I mean, granted, if he has Broman built, it's probably going to be way faster than the Basar, because a lot of Basars nowadays are middle tier speed and, kind of tankier. And Yoshi takes T Surin. So what are bans going to be? I almost feel like Broman will get banned just because he'll get scared of it. And what, do you ban a Tywin here? Because a Tywin can Luxac and get rid of the silences and stuff. So I'm going to guess Shepherd, a Tywin, and Yoshi. Ugh, I don't know. S10A. No. Maybe Broman. No, I was wrong about both. Basar and Crow. I want to go back to that later and rethink that. So Fairy Tale Tenebria goes first, but I feel like it's kind of a weird opener. I mean, a Tywin's gonna remove. Oh wait, no. Oh no, that's huge. He didn't proc Battle Command, so he was trying to get a poison on a Tywin to proc Battle Command before doing the S3, but the poison got resisted, so that's a very bad start right away from him. But Broman is coming up, so Broman might be able to silence, but is this going to push up T Surin? No, it wasn't enough to push up T Surin. But this will be. Broman can S3, but then T Surin's going to cut an S3 back. She won't be able to kill anything. Alexis, the Gab. 100% Gab rate in these World Championships. So S10 is going to take a huge amount of damage right off the bat. Ravi does counter right away. Okay, Battle Command removes all that. Oh, wait. What is going on with the CR bar? He's going to have to stun Landy, I think. It doesn't really matter what he stuns, though, because he has 3 units that are about to get through. LR, Crow, A Tywin, all of them can dumpster this S10 right now. Holy cow, that Landy got one-shotted. Okay, so now S10 gets dumpstered. And it's over. I don't think the Broman pick was a good call. I still think Ruel would have been a much better pick in the situation because Yoshi's team was DPS weak. If he picked up Ruel, I felt like he could have just banned out whatever that last DPS pick was. Like, banned out the T Surin and basically just ride it out because A Tywin, LR Crow, Basar, they would have had no answer to Ravi. And I'm hoping that's a timeless anchor with a cleansing S1EE, and I think Shepherd would have been in pretty good shape. Shepherd still has a pretty good chance here. The Ravi's looking healthy. It's trying to go for Broman. I mean, Broman against LR Crow, I just don't think is a very good pick in general because if the immunity stays, it just ends up giving him like infinite S3s. Okay, here we go. The Stun Festival is starting. Timeless Anchor cannot remove buffs that are... she just straight up didn't get stunned. And it's over. It is over. Shepherd is going to take this because there's no way an LR Crow's going to... If Ravi literally never counters and he times the S3 right... Nah, he can't do it. He can't do it. All right, so it looks like Yoshi takes that match and this round. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Let's see if, I want to rewatch that last draft and try to rethink it, because we now know what they banned, right? What did I predict? I feel like I predicted he would ban out a Tywin and Yoshi would ban out Broman. I mean, the Broman, I think, was just not necessarily a smart decision, but just a panic decision, because sometimes that happens, right? Like when someone drafts a unit you don't expect, you just ban it out of fear that it's going to somehow cuck you. But I want to try and understand this logic better because I was so way off. He banned Basar. Basar does destroy most of their team. I guess because he was scared that the Ravi would get banned out. Because if Ravi got banned out and Basar got through, he was basically dead in the water. That might have been the reasoning for that. As for him, the Crow ban. I don't know. I mean, I guess he just wanted to stop the one-shot kill potential, but I feel like he had plenty of damage in his draft anyway. S10A and Ravi, and they have no elemental disadvantage. This is plenty of damage. He doesn't need to rely on a Crow horse. So I think I understand the Basar ban. I don't know if I understand the Crow ban, because I feel like, if anything, I don't know. That one I don't get. You guys, if you have any ideas, leave in the comment section below. But this, I feel like I usually get these pretty accurate. This one's kind of befuddling me. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will do more matches. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace out, boys.